Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today if you're here to subscribe to the channel, please hit on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you're notified when I post a new video. So today's video, I'm going to be making this dress. I recreated it. I made this yellow and black that you're seeing on the side. So I decided to share this particular tutorial into two because it was too long. So this first part is going to be the pattern drafting. So let's go ahead and start drafting. So guys, as you can see, I've already drafted out a basic bodice pattern with my biro here. So if you do not know how to do this at all, I'll be leaving a link in the description box so that you can go ahead and check how to draft a basic bodice. But also I'll be explaining this one right here. So this first line is our shoulder line. Then I came down here, this is the chest line. Then we have the bust line. Then below it we have the under bust, we have the waistline. We have the hip line, and from this hip line I came down by 7 inches because of the V that we are going to be having at the front of this dress. So I labeled the last line V. So just go ahead and mark all these lines on your own pattern paper. It's very easy getting the chest line, bust line, under bust line, waistline, and then hip line. Then you add 8 inches to 9 inches below the hip line to get the measurement for the V. So guys, the first thing we're going to do is to draft the cup side of this particular dress. I've actually done something similar to this on the channel. It's just that this pattern is quite different. So from the bust line, I am coming up by 1 inch, as you can see, and then I will go in by half of an inch. So I just made a small line with it, just like you see me doing like this. So from the end of this line, I'm going to connect all the way to the top. That's the very first line, which is the shoulder line, to give me something looking like a V neckline, because that's the type of neckline in this dress that we're trying to make. So now after doing that, you're going to connect a curve from that point to meet the under bust line, not the bust line, not the waistline, the under bust line. So as you can see, I'm using my curve to just connect this to the under bust line, just like you see me doing like this. So once you've connected it to the under bust line, it's going to look like this. So now from this point, I'm just going to use the curved part of my ruler here to just connect from this point here down to the side of the dress. It's going to be slanted up a little bit above the line labeled UB, just like you see in this video. So once you've done that, you're basically done with the cup part of this. So as you can see right now, I'm just using my curve to trace out all the other parts of this pattern that I will be needing. So I've traced out the shoulder. Right now I'm tracing out the armhole. I'll also go ahead and trace out the sides of this dress before we go ahead and get the V. So guys, let's remember that this area here is the cup. You can also call it a yoke if you want to, but I'm just labeling it a cup. So this is the cup part of the front of this bustier. So this is the hip line here. And if you check this dress that we are trying to make, you will realize that the V shape actually started somewhere above the hip line. So what I did is from the waistline, I just came down by 3 inches. So after doing that, from that 3 inches point, you're seeing that I'm using my ruler to just connect a V all the way to the middle of the dress. So I decided to let the V actually come down below the mark I had called V. So you can see what I have here right now. I just cancelled out the other part of the dress that we do not need. And as you can see, I'm just going ahead to cut out this pattern. So guys, this is the front pattern that we're going to be using to make this dress. I'll just go ahead and cut out this area that I labeled the cup, and we'll use this pattern to cut out the back piece. So guys, for the back piece, I brought in another piece of pattern paper and I drew a straight line across, and the distance from the end of this paper to the line is 1.5 inch. This 1.5 inch is my zipper allowance for the back part of this dress. So right now, as you can see, I'm placing the front pattern right on that line that I created for the back piece for the zipper allowance, and I'm just going ahead to pin it down. So I'll also pin it down at the end here just to secure it in place so that it's not moving away from where we want it to be. And I will arrange the cup as well. So now the difference between the front and the back is basically going to be the zipper allowance, and that the back is going to be having a high neckline instead of a V. So as you can see from the top of the front neckline, I just went ahead to create a straight line across, and then from that line I just created, I'm coming down by 1.5 inch. So after coming down by 1.5 inch, I'm just using my curved rule to create a round neckline. Just look at what I'm doing here for the back pattern. So when I place it back, you see it looks exactly like this. So that is basically the difference between the front and the back pattern. So I will just go ahead now and cut out the new neckline for the back, and then arrange the cup in place again, pin it down just so it's not moving away from where it's supposed to be. Now I'll go ahead and trim every other part of this pattern just exactly as it is on the front piece. So guys, this is what our patterns are looking like so far. So I'm just going to trace out some part of this front pattern. So for this cup, I'll just make a mark here on the back piece, and on this line here I'll make a mark as well. That line that I just made the mark is the underbust line. So I'll go ahead and remove the pattern papers for the front, and you can see that it's really very easy to just create the yoke for the back pattern. So I'll just go ahead and connect these 2 points, and this other part, this up here, is the yoke for the back. So I've just labeled it back yoke, and this is basically all for this pattern. Another thing I want to do is, because we are going to be having a zipper for this particular dress, I've decided to create a straight line from this curved part of our pattern, which is the waist line. So from here I'll just create a straight line all the way to the end of this pattern paper, as you can see. And after that, I'm going to come in by 1 inch from the end of the pattern paper and just connect it from this point here all the way to the top. And after this, I'll also connect to somewhere down the end of this dress. This is for us to be able to remove the bulginess of our zipper at the back. We don't want our zipper to be folding at the back, so that's why I'm taking this allowance away from this place, so that our zipper at the back will just sit perfectly. So this is basically all for the drafting of this back pattern. I'll just go ahead and cut the yoke area out like this, and this is basically all. So this yoke is going to be cut with another fabric, and then the end of the pattern will be cut with my black scuba. So these are all the patterns I'm going to be using to make this dress. So for the cup, I decided to just slash it into 2, just like you see me doing like this, so that I'll be able to spread it on my fabric when I'm cutting, so that the breast area will not be looking flat when we are done making this dress. So guys, these are the fabric I'm going to be using to make this dress. So I have this yellow African print here, and then I have this black scuba. It stretches on all sides. So for the African print, you will need about 3 yards, and for the scuba you will need about 1 yard. So let's go ahead and use these to cut on my pattern paper. So guys, this is what it looked like after I was done cutting. So for this particular cup, you can see that I spread it out by 1.5 inch here to give room for a little bit of gathers. And for this other part of the skirt, for this V part, I'm using my black scuba, and you can see how I added stitching allowance to the top and to the end of this particular pattern, just so we'll be able to have enough allowances to stitch it down. So I did this for the front, and you can see also around the cup I added stitching allowance as well. And for the back pieces, I went ahead to do the same thing. So for the skirt part, I used my black scuba, and for the top, which is the yoke, I used the African print. So this is what I have. In my next tutorial, I'm going to be sewing this together and showing you guys how I turned all these patterns into this beautiful black and yellow dress that I have here, which is inspired by this black and white dress. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will be seeing you in my next tutorial. Bye.